Well, just going to do a quick one before I call it a night here in a little while, and I'm not going to bed just right yet. But uh, it's I was just sitting here, and all of a sudden, I'll let her get on her in just a minute. But she knows I have a habit. If I don't say something and get it off my mind, I sometimes I get it don't come back. But till later, and then sometimes it's too late. But I wanted to make a video. My wife had called me down from down there a couple times while I was on video today a little bit and texting. And when she called me, she would say, "You all right?" The whole 9 yards. So and tell me about the doll thing or whatever she got, and stuff that she showed me earlier, and all that when she got home. And she sprung this up on me. So, I forgot something. I was like, what? She said, she's telling me about this young one down there at the pig. And this young lady said she's, gonna go to college, be a teacher or something, and all that good stuff. And she said, the lady down there was talking about me, brought me up quite a bit, won't know where I was at, and everything. And my wife said she'd offered her to buy her lunch, thought she might have been hungry, and and stuff. And she said she had saw one of my videos, and the reason I'm not sure of the name because apparently she didn't have her name tag on her. And she was just probably didn't think to tell her name, I'm guessing. But there's like I said, I was telling my wife the other day, I said if you think about the age gap that we got in this little small town, and there ain't but a few hundred, or there's more than that. So there's a few hundred of the high schoolers, there's kids that are younger than that. But you've got the biggest gap. You've got this older crowd. So, again, I told my wife, I said, just here sitting at the house, I said, I was 19, almost 20 when I graduated. I said, if there's something to come out of anything, if there's any hope, any little hope whatsoever, it's probably going to be somebody in that crowd that don't have nothing, that might not have as much going on. So apparently, us girls, got her own place or starting to get one or something. So she's still technically living with her mom and them right now. So anyway, if I don't get something right, my wife can do it here in a minute. But I just wanted, if she had a Facebook or anything, if she don't be afraid to send us something. But my wife she'll be down there tomorrow anyway. She's got to go get my medicine. But no, the fact that she's of course, when you get my, I'll be about 19, yeah, about 19 years older. But I mean, she wants to offer. I put 18 to 40 on there, so I'm guessing she just didn't want to make it obvious, that she saw something or whatever. Because I told my wife, I said, there's a lot of people down here, nobody that I know of anyway, would actually ever, be on our side to want to help me or my wife. I've never had that happen. Oh yeah, we've had little rides here and there, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But no, nothing really serious has come up. We've had the offer out there for a good while, but we didn't overexpose it. We didn't, the most we've done is Facebook and Twitter. So apparently she just my wife went down there. My wife said she's sitting there just like I would have been, and said she came in and started talking about her life, and said what giving her the lowdown. Said if you is all right with it, I want to do this deal if it's just still open. My wife like yeah. So I told my wife earlier. I said, well, what we ought to do, just take and get where we can take the card, little card down there. Maybe put our number in it or something. I'm my wife, whatever, and write something in there. Maybe put something in there in the card for her. She said, "Old Murray, the old Murray got her panties on." Well, that don't surprise me. She'd always brought that old IG up all the time, like she's got her head stuck up her ass herself. It's like she's been up there. She smelt what she's had for breakfast and everything else. I reckon. I don't know. I ain't never seen anybody. They just climb all over. Chest or they used to. God couldn't hardly go in there. Oh my God! What's so and so? Why ain't you got so and so? What are you doing with this and what are you doing with that? Every time I'd turn around and I'd get so I'd have to walk away. Cause I felt like I was just going to chew somebody out. It'd be all right if everybody got along with all that stuff. Like I said, I reckon this girl had seen her videos, so I just want to make her one. And like I said, we'll we don't have to rush it. Like I said, it's probably a good thing. Like my wife said, maybe somebody's looking out for us spiritually, and maybe maybe my dad up there might have been kind of pointing out somebody and picking out one. Well, he knows, I mean, he ain't here, and it's family things are getting bad, and I'm sure he don't like seeing us sit here like this. And like I said, it wasn't about one certain thing or what everybody makes it out to be about. It was just, I thought it sounded cool and thought, hey, if there's somebody out there that wants this offer, then as long as they ain't no heavy stuff to have to sort through and, the party animal stuff and the whole 9 yards and all the kids and stuff. Usually most people know. I said, well, Derek, that's what to do. Well, not everybody. I told her I had 2 people in my family that didn't have kids. So, again, you don't see it much, but I was just lucky, I guess. You had 2 people. And both married. So they had to accept the baggage. So you don't have to have kids just to have somebody special. So again, we just threw something out, and some people, some of them's always going to hate it, no matter what. And most of them around here would definitely, but. Yeah, my wife, I told her earlier, I said, we need to close this deal up, and not let it slip away because the doors don't always open. These doors don't open that often. And, this might be one of our last chances to try to, get lucky enough to maybe, she approached my wife in the manner that my wife telling me, and she's getting ready to come on here in a little bit. Then I told her, well, if you didn't get no warning signs or any kind of red flags, then that sounds pretty good to me. She's a lot younger, but I told my wife, I said, she probably thought I was crazy, but I said, well, you ain't got nothing but the 18 to 20 crowd. Or 15 to 19 high school, maybe 20, depending on, how you turn out when your birthday is. I graduated in May. I graduated in May on May 15th at high school up here. If I'd have been any sooner or right on that day, I would have been 20. I would have been 20, but my birthday's in June. So, June the 6th. So, again, I just, I didn't know what to think. I told my wife, I said, why didn't you say something earlier? So I just now remembered that, because, again, it's not every day. And she said, well, she would have come up with us, come home with me, but she had to do her work. She's working at the pig till she gets through with college, and she's going to be a teacher. So again, I'm assuming that.
I was proud of her. Thank you for it.
Yeah. Well, come on, Phil. Come on. I'm about done. Come on.
But she said she's only got 2 more years left of college. She's gonna be a full-time teacher, and I told her I was really proud of her, and she thanked me for it, and said she would have came home with me if she didn't have to go to college. I told her, I said, you don't have to go to college, sweetheart, if you don't want to.
No, of course she didn't work. She didn't work that much.
She works at the
She
pig.
couldn't come home with you regardless. She had to work.
She's a sweetheart.
Joe,
I mean,
we'll get it done tomorrow.
and I'll get this here tomorrow. We'll get everything done. But I just want to tell her thank you, because most people don't do what she did today. It brought my heart, and I do love you, sweetheart. I do, and I appreciate that you did that that most people don't. You just brought my heart today. You made my day just feel like sunshine. Seeing your beautiful smile and you being in a good mood, and just being an open book. Most people don't be open book like you were, sweetheart. I just want to say thank you, and you just made my day feel like a sunshine. The sun just brightening out, and it just, I don't know. I was just shocked, and tired. I wasn't mad at you or anything. I was just tired, and I was just resting. I'm usually by myself anyway, but it's just, you just brought my day today, and I want you to know that I'll see you tomorrow, sweetheart, and I'll give you a call with our numbers in it. But you can come home with me if you want to, sweetheart. I would take you under my arms. I love you, sweetheart. Good night, sweetie.
Oh, goodness. But anyway, I was just, I guess, I don't know what it is, but I told my wife that I'm getting tired of seeing all these things that's been happening to us. I kept telling her, I said, these bad things are happening, but what goes around come around. So this might be our answer. For some reason or another, she's let it be known that she likes it, and she don't do anything, to my knowledge, or anyway, what my wife just said and what she told me. So ain't nothing to worry about. So, I told my wife that's what would be the easiest. I might not always get what I want most of the time the way I want it, but I knew this had to be, because I've tried it the other way. I've tried not, being, I tried just, doing what my wife brought, and she didn't know me better than me. You know, you gotta get to know somebody. You know, that's the thing. But anyway, you know, it's good to know. Like I said, a few of us left. Now, I don't know what her likes and dislikes are, but hopefully she'll be like, you know, uh, yeah. Well, you know, if she's 18, she had probably much time to get brained into all the stuff. You know, and you know, I hope that you know she'll like it. Our music has some beat to it. You know, and when there is a slow song or a love song or some kind of song like that, you know, it'll touch you. You know, like well, like I said, she may not even heard anything, but you know, Mariah Carey and some of them. Um, you know, we got so much. We listen to mostly 90s and early 2000s country. Every once in a while, we might, you know, she might, you know, there's Carrie Underwood, these stuff but like I said, Shania Twain, uh, you know, I like Brooks and Dunn, Alabama, and things like that. But yeah, my wife and I, we're going to sit down here, and I might even just try to make a homemade card. I don't know. A lot of times when I buy cards, they don't satisfy me. If I do buy a card, it must have a lot of meaning to it because otherwise I don't fool with it. But anyway, I think we're gonna. I was just gonna make this out in case you must have happened to see it or something. But we'll get your name and you'll have our numbers and all that good stuff tomorrow and where we're at and everything. We'll make sure we get everything. I don't want this to go away. Because I told my wife, you don't get these opportunities much, so we gotta try to make sure as long as she wants it. I told my wife, I said, as long as this person wants this, I said we can't let it, we can't be the reason it don't happen. You know, we gotta try to close it up. And she's giving you that chance. You gotta close it. You know, when, so we'll see you soon. Maybe even probably sometime, maybe tomorrow after work, I guess, maybe or something. Um, but like I said, we can do, you know, since you're staying with your mom and them right now, we can do, you know, visits or whatever since you got a car or whatnot or whatever. If they want to meet us or something, you know, just let them know if they're that good of people. I don't want to force anything on anybody, but if your parents are willing to, you know, they don't have to stay long and they can just greet and go on if they want. Um, but you know, if you think there's something like that, you know, support at least a little bit, you know, then you know, we wouldn't mind you telling them about us. I just, you know, we've been through a lot with some other people and things like that, but you know, we're ready to try to get this thing uh, moving in the right direction. Get out of this apartment. We've been in here for you know, about as long as we've been married. So we've been married almost 11 years. So I mean, it'll be 11 years August 18th. So anyway, hopefully everything go the way we want it to tomorrow for the first time. Hopefully nothing will keep us from getting this thing done, and we can come hell or high water as long as hell don't freeze over. We're gonna get to you and make sure you get everything and you know, and close the book on this thing because My wife, she been talking about you now for the last little bit. She just said she forgot. So she said she's tired and all that walking and stuff. My brain was doing that earlier. I was trying to think of my medicine. I said, well, you got to go down there and or try to get my medicine tomorrow anyway. So we might as well try to, and I asked her, so is she going to be down there? She said, yeah, about the same time as I came in today. So, I mean, we're going to make sure we close this thing up. And, you'll be with us, probably as soon as tomorrow or whenever. And if you don't get to come by, you can always call or text for, a few days until we get to meet. But like I said, we don't have to rush to move. We can wait till all three of us find all three of us something big enough for all of us. She's got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff, especially. And said you liked her dolls, so that's kind of what we've been hoping for. Somebody that even if you don't like some of the stuff, or if you've never seen it, maybe you'll end up liking it. Or if you ain't heard some of our music, you'll probably like it. Like I said, we just like. Oh my! So I mean, if my wife's talking this good about you, you done something pretty good. She doesn't normally get talked too good about anybody, and just like I don't either. So if you happen to see this video, we're glad to get to know you and have you, and we're glad you came out by yourself and introduced yourself to my wife. Sorry I wasn't there, but my shoes and stuff, I ain't got but this one pair, and I'm trying to keep them in good shape till I can find an extra pair. Cause when I walk, I drag my foot on one side, one of my feet on one side. It's been that way ever since I've been little. So it's just a habit that foot does. It ain't much I can do about it. But like I said, you know everything. You watched our videos. I'm sorry we don't know what your name is. She said you didn't get a chance to tell her and tell her about your life and everything. Anyway,
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, thank you, and we'll do everything as far as what we promised that you already saw on the video. I'm just not gonna have my wife take all that. I'm not gonna have my wife just take all that down there, but I will have her make you a homemade card and draw you and color you something pretty or something. And we'll put something nice, write something nice on the inside along with the stuff that you'll need. And we'll hopefully see you and talk to you tomorrow, or at least talk to you one way or the other. And, and then we'll just take it from there. Like I said, it's it's going to be, and as far as, like I said, just, we're not after, I guess why my wife kind of felt a little bit funny, but it shocked her a little bit in a good way, but, she just didn't want to take your money, and eat out on somebody she didn't really know for the first time. But, because unlike a lot of people, we don't take people's money and stuff. If you got to know us, see us up here and all this good stuff, if you paid for one thing, we'd pay whoever's turn was to be the next time. But like I said, most of our money, you probably saw our videos. So, like I said, you know where it goes. It goes toward the bills and what little bit we get. Like my wife today, it was $20. What came in the mail today had my name on it. And I said, well, I didn't get to get her a Valentine gift, or she didn't get to get me nothing. So I told her, I said, well, just go ahead and go down there and do what you want with it, because we've got a free food coming anyway in March. So, but anyway, all this good news, it, we had something about this time last year, and we had to throw out. So again, it's kind of one of those things where it's almost insane, a little bit later, but it's in the same month, so it just might be the lucky one finally. And if you're out there, we'll surely make sure we take full advantage of this opportunity to if it's what you want. We need my wife. She likes it, and I do some massage stuff and different things. She's nobody's ever done that to her before. So there's a lot of things I do like that. Uh, but yeah, it's just like I said. A lot of people hadn't been too favorable, but because they always think, oh, he's talking about just doing this and the whole sex deal or whatever it is. No, like I said, if you watch the videos, you know the whole deal. And like I said, we've been like this for a while with our families. Not liking us, and trying to get rid of us so they can go have fun with all these other people that they didn't really have anything tied to other than me, gossiping about me, which my wife. But so we will make sure though that we, uh, she'll see you tomorrow, and if whenever you get off, if you get a chance or something, and you want to come by, you'll have the address and stuff. It's not that hard. I can kind of describe it to you. If you know where Stevenson Square Apartments is at, we're right down from them on Goodfield Road, and there's these two black mailboxes. You turn up this gravel driveway, and we're apartment A, and we got an orange trash can outside, so you'll know which apartment's what. So if you was to have the time to do that, if you don't, we can text or whatever you feel up to doing, or call eventually afterwards or something. Or if you've got a Facebook, like I said, you can look us up on there too. And just so we'll know that I don't know if you're on there or not, but I like meeting in person. So I told my wife, I know she used to think that's kind of crazy, but I said there's good things about the internet and stuff, but a lot of it's a lot of the new technology is kind of bad too in a way. But you always revert back to the old stuff. The old stuff's what works. So, I'm really excited that, we're going to get to, at least talk to you tomorrow. I want, and hopefully we'll see you. Like I said, if not tomorrow, we'll see you definitely in probably the next few days or something. Shouldn't be that far apart, distance wise. So, you know, Uh, but yeah, and I like hearing this, and that you was asking about both of us. You like everything that you heard from her, and like I said, we're not everybody's cup of tea, but if one person like you can be happy with it and make it do you, for as long as all three of us shall be here on Earth, and even after we gone or something, or if you go, whoever, like I said, we got, I told my wife, I said that there won't be another one because this took a lot. I mean, this really took a lot out of us, you know, mentally it about fried your brain sometimes. If I'd been anybody else, I'd probably been out there just like him out there doing something stupid, stupid or whatever, just trying to join one of these crowds. But I'm not like that. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do the drugs. You can get me as mad as an old wet hen, and I'm still not gonna go. I may kid around and say, "Hey, I need one of Stone Cold's beers. Where's one of his beers at?" Just joking around. But first when I used to do that, my mom and them took me serious. Oh my God, he's never said that before. You know, I remember one time I wore that. It's supposed to say "fuck you, drink beer," but they put kind of like an O, but it was a skull put together in a way for that one letter. But it was funny. I wore it down there, and one time, as about when I was 20 or 21 or whatever, and she like she like had a cow, but like I said, I'm been on. Me and my wife's been on there. We put up a group. We're doing some polls. I've started a music list thing and wrestling. I don't know what I might find on Facebook. I may start me a couple of those list things and start some videos. So maybe you'll see some of that too on there or something. But anyway, I think we're going to tell you good night, and we'll see you for sure. If we see you tomorrow, at least. If I don't see you in person, she definitely will. And like I said, I'll at least get to call or text you or something or whenever you know. So anyway, we're gonna get over here and make you a homemade card and tell you good night. And we love you and everything. And thanks for talking to my wife today. Don't mind these gossipers. I know you're a youngin, and that's way Decatur's been. I've been here almost all my life. I've known my wife used to think I was crazy. And she said, "Eric, you need to get out here more. You need to do this." I said, "You can't around here." I said, "You're used to those places where you've been those where they've got beaches and they got all this other stuff." I said, these people out here don't know what a beach is. There ain't nobody out here that looks halfway, a lot of them don't. And some people get mad, well, you're saying the old people's what, yeah, I know. I can't control that, but I don't want to, me and my wife's like, God dang, we don't want a dang, 60, 70, 80, 90-year-old person in here, because it wouldn't really do much for us, because we like to get out there and get ourselves a little bit dirty. We like to get out there and play some sports and do all that kind of stuff, and all that. So again, you'd be like you'd be a lot of help to us, and hopefully we'd be a lot of help to you, and same way that and hopefully that this will uh, satisfy. I know it's not like I said, like I told my wife, this ain't something you just see every day in normal circumstance or whatever. But hopefully you're up for it and everything. And like my wife said, I don't think you'd have told her all that if you wasn't. I didn't hear any bad news last time last time it was over at the old diner. I'll never forget that. But we had a little hiccup over there, but it wasn't that my wife did anything wrong. The other person was doing some talking, and she just should have kept her mouth shut. But hopefully, this time, that you're the one. And I'm sorry, I don't know what your name is. hopefully you see this video and get some something out of it, or if we see you before the video, well, at least it'll be out there. You'll see it later, probably sometime. But anyway, we'll see you later, probably tomorrow sometime, okay? But and if you want to, you can call us, mom and dad, whatever you'll call us, okay? You don't have to worry. Like I said, I know how it is out here, so just ignore them. If you have to, you can give them the old smug dog face look or something. Just give them that look. Don't say a word, and they'll hush. But anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, sweetheart.